How's it going, Spacelords? Oh.
Hey.
Today's a special streaming because it's about to be Christmas and Hernan loves Christmas somehow.
I do love Christmas.
He does. And we are going to announce a new patch, a new update that is coming.
Yeah, but first of all, I think we should introduce ourselves properly,
Laura Palomo Velasco.
Yeah, but that's one of the things, that's one of the surprises or the changes that we have for today. Welcome to our new community manager.
Hi.
Her name is Laura. You may remember her from previous movies such as whatever. No, it's guys from other streamings, right? You are a veteran when it comes to streaming stuff on the internet. So
stuff on the internet.
Yeah, we are in good hands. And I'm Hernan. I'm a technical game designer for Spacelords. And today we will be speaking about
what?
The
Epic Forge.
That's right. It's an epic streaming.
It's an epic streaming with Epic Forge and epic changes. First of all, let's talk a bit about some changes we did introduce in the She'll Make a Good Community. Oh, thank you. Yo, Laura! I really like the comments. Yo, Laura, he's like screaming, and I love it. Keep on screaming for what you love.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. So let's speak about the Epic Forge, but first let's pause a bit to introduce some changes we introduce in the melee.
We reintroduce them. So yeah, before we get into the whole Epic
already.
Forge thing, we will be showcasing briefly one of the changes of the melee system, right? And
so
what is it? Want me to explain it?
Let's just show them
Let's just show. Okay, let's not say anything.
for
Just
a couple of
showcase it.
minutes. Just look straight.
Can we stare awkwardly at the camera?
I'm trying to choose a character.
No, you don't. But you have to do it while you stare. It's Christmas, right? So
was it disturbing?
Was it?
I
don't
hope
think so. No.
I really hope so.
Was you think it was? I don't think I was disturbing enough. No, I just looked with a straight face.
Oh no,
Oh,
I
no.
did like put a psycho killer face.
Psycho killer face.
Yeah.
You have to teach me how to do that.
I will.
So,
In some point of this streaming, I will.
You will.
I will.
Okay, I'll be looking forward to it. So yeah, well, let's showcase it then.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that we already teased, though, is that one of the three main actions that you can perform during melee is going to change. So
the main change we introduce is basically me going to do this. Have you seen it? Right? I'm going to
that the comic value for that, for me, is the best. It's the best thing of all.
We wanted to make a change that was opening for you to react to somehow strikes, and also give the game more opportunities for you to play. And it's hilarious. Come on, it's
yeah, the
too
result
hilarious.
is really good. So how does it work then? The thing is that you remember, guys, the three main actions that you can perform during melee. One is the strike, the other one is dodging, and the third one is the grapple. So the grapple has been changed like that. Now when you grapple someone, you have like this really short immunity time, and your victim does as well. And you can, for a short span of time, kind of choose the direction in which you will be launching your enemy. And then nothing, until this, you haven't really performed any damage to your enemy. So the damage comes from where does your enemy land. If it just lands on the ground like that, then it's no damage. If it just lands on a wall, the damage is equivalent to just a regular strike. But if you get to launch your enemy somewhere else, like over a cliff or something like that, then it becomes lethal, just like that. So yeah,
I was just trying to get the perfect timing.
it's the perfect time. It really was. So yeah, so this is basically when it comes to elites and players, right? Grunts do not behave like that, right?
No, grunt? No. You just strike them as you used to do before. But with elites and other players, we somehow managed to change a little bit the game.
Yeah. The main one of the main motivations behind this change is that we always felt that the grapple, especially when combining veteran players with players that are maybe like newcomers to the game or not so veteran, sometimes it would lead to really predictable situations in which you are being ambushed by someone and you just don't have the, you don't get the timing right, or maybe there is a bit of lag or something like that, or you weren't with your full attention, you weren't just looking to that corner of the screen or something, and you would get killed, and there was nothing that you can do in order to counter that attack. So right now with this new grapple, like a wider range of playable options and bails, and we think it benefits both veteran players and newcomer players. It makes it a bit more accessible, and it's still deadly in many cases. Like every time you're near a cliff, melee becomes super, super dangerous because grapples can be just like all-time grapples, right?
Yeah, and one thing that somehow happened, this was a bug that we corrected, but I really loved it. It's when there are 4 players, there was a bug in which you could throw the antagonists to one another, so they would pass the antagonist between them and throw him over a cliff.
But that was a bug. Let's really clarify that this is not happening in the final,
this is not happening.
Final version. So, I mean, you find it funny, but many antagonists will be really angry right now.
I just want them to know that this has been like really joyful for us to play it. And in QA, we used to play it a lot and somehow come up with new strategies.
So yeah.
Charge elites can insta-kill us.
Yeah, charge elites can insta-kill us. I'm assuming when you say charge elites, you're referring to the assault elites that use this Aleph overload in order to get like a melee invulnerability. If that's the case, no, there's no insta-kill for anyone anymore. So they just throw you. The thing is that if you're surrounded by walls, you still get damage, but it doesn't necessarily kill you as before.
No.
So, and Zivin is asking also, like, what happens if you grab a wounded enemy? That's the usual.
Yeah, you just kill them as if you used a heavy attack before.
Yeah, that's the usual behavior, just as if you perform like a regular strike.
Yeah.
If the enemy is wounded, you just grab him and perform the finisher. So finishers are still in the game.
Just the thing that just happened.
It just happened?
Yeah.
You're so perfect.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing great with the timing today. I'm so happy.
A clockwork thing going on here. Everything is fitting.
It's not
right
clock.
into each space.
It's me.
You are the clock. So yeah, that's the thing. That's how it works. And yeah. Oh, I think we should comment something about this special Christmas streaming.
Yeah. So why don't we come back to? Okay, let's. Well, we're going to do a cheating thing. A cheating thing we use in development, which actually makes you win the mission. But this is not how the game works. I want to clarify that. We were talking about this streaming as a money maker. How do you want to gain money? We got money. We got you. We got you. There's gonna be even more codes. About 4 or 5. 4?
4 codes.
4 codes. We are giving it. We are giving it.
During today's stream, 4 codes.
I mean, you could have dressed up
really
like
Christmas.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, I feel like Santa. Why
We're
aren't
Santa
we wearing
Claus.
the usual hat and thing?
I don't have a hat.
I don't have
Do you
anything.
Have a hat?
No, I have really, really random stuff, but not like actual Christmas stuff.
He has a ball.
We have so many, I don't know, items that we have here, but we never actually use. So yeah, so
we're giving it 4 codes today, introducing some changes, like my change myself, me passing to a community manager, and it's all related with Christmas. We want you to have money in order for you to spend it whatever you want, because we are givers.
And it's Christmas time. It's giving time, right?
And we give.
And
We
do give.
provide. We provide for our family.
So yeah, that was in short. That was the main change when it comes to melee, right? That was the grapple change. Even though it's just like it seems like it's just like a single change in a really complex system. The thing is that you will see, guys, that it changes the whole paradigm in a different, unexpected way. And we'll be really paying a really close attention to both the data that we gather from all the matches when the Epic Forge update releases, but we will also be reading your feedback on it, because we realize that it will, for many people, it will be a game changer, at least for a while, while you're still getting used to it, right?
And it's really funny.
You really liked it, right?
I really liked it. We somehow came it with brand new strategies and brand new ways to humiliate your character, your enemies, and it was so good.
But it's not just humiliation, though, because you can throw the guy, but he can come back at you and just kill you like that. That happened to me.
But
I
you did humiliate that person.
But just for a tiny, brief amount of time, right?
Aww.
And then he comes back to you. Yeah, it's a different feeling.
But in our games, you have to provoke in order to succeed.
That's right. You have to taunt the people.
That's how I manage it. Okay.
So yeah, by the way, I don't know if we mentioned it before, but all the 4 codes that we'll be giving out today, they will only be redeemed until Sunday, until this Sunday.
That's important.
That's an important detail to say. So beware,
Sunday
guys.
Is the limit.
Sunday is the limit. So if you see one of these codes, just go quickly and redeem it as fast as you can.
So
what is it? What's this?
This is the construction panel. I'm going to introduce you and speak about it as if I was like a radio person.
But you are a radio person right now. Look at you.
Oh, am I a radio person?
Suddenly realized.
Okay.
So what is it that we're seeing here? This is a construction panel.
This is called the construction panel.
Welcome to the construction panel, guys.
As you know, there was like 2 blank spaces that we now filled. And the first of all is the modifiers installed, and the second one is the modifiers available. As you can see, we somehow created a hint for you to follow like the normal flow of what would be constructing a mod. First of all, you open the mod warehouse. You extract mods that you will, these points, the kill points, you will get them by striking down enemies. Okay, so you will get 10 points for every grunt you kill. You will get 30 points for every elite you kill, and you will get 50 points for every player, antagonist, raider that you kill. Okay, so that's the way you somehow get kill points. And
with these skill points, you can extract some mods, right? From the warehouse to your modifiers available panel, right?
Yeah.
So we have these mods over here.
So this is the mods we extracted. As you see, there's been some advanced features we introduced in the last streaming. Here we have Toxin, Berserker, Fast, and Attractor. Okay, we will see them further in the future. So when you introduce a mod, let's see how it changes the game. Now we can somehow get some points into Toxin and reduce the points we used to have assigned in basic features. So that's more or less the game that we introduced. We're introducing a new puzzle that will make you have fun while you're forging your weapon, and also will make your weapon custom and even more fun, because you now will have the advanced features that will be a game changer here.
So, for instance, could you like give a briefer explanation of the different 4 epic or advanced features that we could be assigning points to in this weapon?
Yeah. If you don't remember, we have here 4 advanced features. The first of all is the Toxin. The Toxin strikes you down, but don't strike you back in one shot. It will descend the points of life you have, but in a progression. So it's like when you poison an enemy, you don't get all your poison damage at once, but you get a strike like little by little, as a poison in real life would do. So the second one is Berserker, and it somehow gets you more power for attacking, but reduces the defense you have against shots. Fast, basically, do you want to talk about fast?
Fast is a really interesting one. The thing is that with Fast is that each time that you kill someone when using this gun, like this ancient evil seal will appear on the map, and there are like some effects that occur when you enter the seal. The first one is that your life gets reduced to 1 point of life or health point, and then while you are inside, all the damage that you do with your weapon is way increased.
Yeah.
So it's like a huge, a really radical glass cannon kind of gameplay that you get inside, and suddenly you are like super vulnerable but super dangerous all at once.
Yeah.
So as you keep assigning points to Fast, like both the bonus for the damage and the radius of this evil seal, increases.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
As you can see here in the mods, we have different kind of mods. Let's open the mod warehouse in order for you to see them all. We have some multipliers. So multipliers like this one multiplies 0 for the connected mods. So I was getting a negative reaction, a negative result from this and this one. What do? I just add a multiplier that multiplies this and this one for 0. So I don't lose any kind of energy, and I can assign it all to the basic feature or the advanced feature I want.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like different mods, like they change different values of the whole system. Some of them can be like a punishment, like suddenly you can assign less points to this for basic features, but maybe you can assign like 2 points to the new advanced features that you're really into unlocking. So the thing is that, just as Laura explained, you can play with some other mods that modify these behaviors, maybe by multiplying these numbers, so that you can try to maybe compensate or eliminate the negative part of the mod, and change it, so that you can assign the points to whatever feature you like the most.
And we talked with Joan about these weird effects we had in the past while we were testing these mods. We somehow get to the point that a weapon costed 35 years to be forged.
What? Really?
Yeah. We somehow get to the point that a weapon cost you 35 years. Of course, that has been fixed and limited, but it was a great combination.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah, now I get what you said. You're because of this. If you take a look to this gold modifier that we have here in the right side of it, you have like this clock multiplied by 2. This means that this mod, if you use it just like this, it takes the forge time for this weapon. It would take double the time. And there are many modifiers. You can modify time in both a positive and negative way. You can also modify the cost. The cost in gold. If you see over here, this one, if you put this mod when you're forging the weapon, like automatically, just like that, you get like a zero gold cost for this weapon crafting. So
and that's really interesting. I mean, if you don't have that much money and you really have really want a weapon, now you can get to it, and just it would take time, and that's all.
That's really interesting for me, because like some of you guys in the community told us, I'm really trying to forge this weapon, but I would rather like play like 20 matches in a row and not wait until tomorrow, so that I get like new rewards. Now with the whole kill point currency, the thing is that when you already have the parts for a weapon and you're trying to build it, you can keep like farming kill points as much as you want, just by killing enemies inside in matches, during matches, sorry, so that you can, keep extracting mods from the warehouse and keep doing it, even though your rewards have still not rested, even though maybe you still have to wait a few hours for that still, but you can keep trying to get out this mod. And something that I would like to clarify, I'm not sure we've done it before maybe in some other thesis that we could have made, but this thing over here, the warehouse, as you can see, there's like these mods that are like super transparent right now. And what this means is that once you extract a mod, it leaves the warehouse. It's not totally random. It's not like the old time, talent crafting thing that we have, like this really annoying shuffle. We learned from that. We understood that was not the way. So every time you extract mods, they disappeared from the warehouse. So if if you're trying to get a mod but you're not getting it because you have bad luck, the good thing is that every time that you extract some mods, you're closer to getting it.
Of course.
And once all the mods are out of the warehouse, it just resets in a different order. So don't be scared because of the whole randomness thing. Actually, there are not so many mods, and right now we are at level 121, so we have most of the mods unlocked here. But the thing is that they will gradually be, they get unlocked gradually. Yeah. So it's not like there's like a super huge pool of mods from the beginning.
Deodide has been waiting for this moment for quite a long time. We're going to show you the karma. Are you missing the karma?
Are we seeing karma, really?
Are we? Yeah, of course we are seeing the karma. Let's forge. Let's introduce this epic forge to everyone and just forge the karma. Sorry for hitting your mic.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It didn't hurt, so.
Didn't?
Not to me. Maybe to the mic, but not to me.
So we have just extracted some mods. We have two kind of mods extraction. We have the mod extraction, which is the normal one, and the improved extraction. What's the difference between the mod extraction and the improved one?
Yeah, the main difference between the usual mod extraction and improved one, besides price difference, of course, is that there's these mods. As you can see, some of the mods are bluish, some are reddish, some are goldish. The thing is that what this means is there are like 3 different levels of rarity when it comes to mods, and the different extractions. The cheapest one is one that extracts you like common mods mostly, and also a bit of rare mods. It also depends on the level that you have. So it's not like but here you're perfect. The coordination here is perfect. Yeah, high five. So for instance, this is the common mod extraction. That's the cheapest one. And this is in each extraction you will receive 4 common mods, 2 rare mods, and there's a 25% chance of 1 rare mod is epic. So you can get all kind of mods actually just with the cheap mod extraction. But if you are more into I need some epic stuff here because I know what I'm doing, I'm searching for this mod that I need in order to do this kind of in order to do this kind of thing that I want to do with the display, to display or something like that, then you go to the improved extraction. And improved extraction has it's less common, but then it's 3 rares and 1 epic, and it's guaranteed. This is not a chance, it's 1 epic guaranteed that you will get from this extraction.
Yeah, so if you wanted to leave it to luck, to the mother luck, you can try to extract a normal mod. Okay, but if you really want it and you want it now, you can get into improved extraction, and there you go. Let's see how it works. As you can see, it gave us a golden mod that we can use it to change the game. As we were seeing here, we have -6 basic features. So what happens if we just place it in here and connect these mods? It somehow became a multiplier, a positive multiplier. And now we have 12 more basic features. But there's a limit in 15 because that would be too much.
But that's super interesting here because actually your maximum due to your forge level was just 14 points, and you went beyond what
Yeah.
was your actual maximum. So you can go beyond what your forge level allows you to forge if you play your cards well.
Yeah, and somehow the game changes because now you can apply more points to the basic features. As you have seen, I'm multiplying -2 with -1, and is adding 1 energy point in order for me to place it
Yeah.
wherever I want.
But it's only 1 point because you have this other mod down here that's subtracting you 1 forge
So
point.
what happens if I do this?
Then then it gets even worse because it's -2. This is
And
all
what
about
happens
math.
if I did this?
That's I don't see it. That's way better. Then you have like 3 extra forge points. That's a huge
Aha.
boost, actually.
So you now can play in the forge and get a weapon that you really want.
That's the thing. You can get more powerful weapons, but also more customizable. Because we have to state that, as you may have seen, advanced features also imply that you lose. They give you some extra damage under some circumstances, but you also lose this base damage. So if the circumstances don't apply, you actually make less damage. So it's not about necessarily maximizing all the advanced features at all.
No.
Maybe you're just willing to have this gun that's super interesting because it has this deadly seal that you can put in the ground and make a lot more damage. But maybe you don't want toxin on that because toxin is, another kind of playstyle that you're not too much into it. So it depends on it's a matter of taste.
Hernan,
Yes.
Hernan, we
What?
haven't forged the weapon yet.
That's true. Time to forge it.
And Diodite is waiting.
Oh yeah, we are still featuring. Okay, we're displaying karma. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm really sorry. This
So this is karma.
No, this is not.
This is
This
not karma.
is
This is karma.
karma.
It's a beautiful.
It's a beauty. And it's really golden. I like gold things.
You like gold things, but
Yeah.
it's silvery also. It's more silvery than golden actually.
Come on, right? It's
I'm
like,
not trying to be nitpicky, but
it's
I was just stating it.
It's more silvery than golden.
nah, it looks great. It looks like something Jack Sparrow would use, or
Yeah,
something like that.
like a fancy and wealthy Jack Sparrow would do.
That's totally right.
Apollo said, where was this when my parents wanted me to learn math via map games? Well, now you can learn math here in Spacelords.
Yes.
Well, it's not really difficult. I mean, I'm from media communication. I have studied, I'm not really good at math. I'm really bad at math, as you have seen before. But this is okay.
The cool thing is also like when it comes to math, actually, there's only like adding points here and there and maybe multiplying them, but
Yeah,
it's not just.
It's not too much.
And besides that, it's not like it's mandatory. Like there are many kind of modifications that you can do, and you can get as complex as you like.
Yeah.
It's not like it's mandatory. Oh, you need to have this really weird mod combination so that you can get toxin. No, it's way easier than that.
Yeah, that's the
Some
point.
modifiers just give you like a few assignable points, and it's you don't need a calculator for that. So
It's Math Lords,
Math Lords.
Yeah. We.
So yeah, and there's also a really cool change that when it comes to Bounty Hunter. What happened to Bounty Hunter?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Let's see what happened in Bounty. No, I really don't know.
So we changed Bounty Hunter a little bit. We felt like it wasn't sexy enough. So now, besides giving you some extra
Is that-
stuff like extra gold or extra weapon
Is
parts or
that
whatever,
an adjective? Like
sexy. I think it's
bounty
an adjective.
bounty hunter can be sexy?
I think so.
Does it wear a bikini or something?
I don't, maybe you can totally imagine it. I mean, you tell me. Are you imagining some bikini?
I'm
I
really
don't
picky
know.
with words.
But yeah, the thing is that
Is it sexy, man? Is
for-
it sexy for you?
from a design standpoint, like having more stats is always
You
sexy.
know, this design paper is crazy.
We really are. So besides giving you some extra farming bonus, you also get this really cool radar modification. What is it about? The thing is that the old radar that we have that you guys can play with in game. It's just like 8 meters range or something like that. From the radius for the radar, I think it begins with 8 meters. Now you can pump it up to 100 meters approximately.
So you decide how you want to play. You want to play Toxin, okay, you want to be a watcher. I mean, Bounty Hunter can really be useful for sniper players like Haddock. You want to keep everyone.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's super interesting also for the antagonist. From an antagonist point of view, I've played matches in which I would just max my Bounty Hunter as much as I could, and then I could have like a clear vision of where are the 4 guys that want to kill me. And then ambushes are way easier to predict, so you can react more easily. And for me, that's super interesting. But also as a raider, actually, whenever some ship deploys with a load of new grunts, coming for you, then you see all these points appearing, in this side of your radar, and maybe you're doing something else, you're overloading something or whatever, and then you realize, oh, okay, over there, like a few meters over there, maybe like 50 meters over there, I know like 6 more enemies popped in. So it's for me, it's super interesting. I think it's more aimed towards veterans in that sense, but I think most of you will like it. We really hope you like it, even though it's just like a small change. It's not as epic as the advanced features.
The Epic Forge. As epic as the Epic Forge.
As it's not, Bounty Hunter is not maybe the peak of its epicness, but
it's part of it.
It's kind of like half the mountain, right? So
you have seen a way of forging that needs money, time, and that's all. Now we're going to introduce you somehow the blueprint. A thing that I really like in the mod's construction when you have a blueprint is that time multipliers don't apply.
That's right. Totally right.
So you can benefit from this without having the burden of having this.
That's super right. Time don't apply, and gold modifiers don't apply either, right?
No.
Sorry? I saw you looking at something. I got scared like something's coming at us.
I just got a minute. Like
Yes.
when you look straight to a thing and just keep yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna force
I'll take
this.
that into account. I'll look right into something.
There was a show in the 90s that was called Raven. It was about a girl who saw the future, and she somehow had a movement like.
So you just saw the future.
Yeah, I just.
Okay, now
yeah,
it's
I saw
way
the
more
future.
normal. I was worried for a while, but now.
No. It's just I have the power to see the future.
You have premonitory power.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
That's the thing I do.
These things happen,
That's the reason why I know where you want to go in the game right before you say it.
Wow, that's really scary. Okay, that was proof.
Or not.
That was actual proof.
We have one question. Do you have more information about the price changes to loadouts and how much they'll cost? Well, let's show you.
Let's show you.
We are here in our favorite man, the ass of the broken planet. We're going to buy a new Lycus Diane loadout.
So yeah, the cost for it.
It's going to cost just 5,000.
And if I'm not mistaken, the third one is the same price, maybe? Just try it, because maybe I will say it wrong and I don't want to say it wrong.
No, let's just do it.
It's
the same price.
Okay. That's what I thought, but just in case. So yeah, as you can see, guys, one of the main complaints that we still had from you, the community, it was like, oh, I want to have this second loadout for my favorite character, but maybe I don't want to spend actual money on it. So we just changed it into gold and made it super accessible when it comes to gold. It's not like 50 grand or something like that.
And
so yeah,
if you guys don't know, you can change from one loadout to another with this.
That's right. There's a shortcut right now, right? And I think there's another one.
There's more shortcuts here. Yeah.
Okay,
So if you press up and down, you can change from one menu from this character to another.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like each one of the submenus for each element of the loadout, right? You keep switching among them. Yeah, that's super cool. I'm glad you said that because I totally forgot about this one. Sorry.
I'm here for you.
She sees the future, so.
Well, somehow, some of you have noticed that we have something called the visor de culos, which is the ass viewer.
That's just a debug menu, though. No, the thing that's a really funny thing to me, because I totally recall some time ago, quite some years ago, when we first were programming the whole load of thing, and the character would display super small back in the day. And I remember, someone told me, "Hey, you have to make everything look bigger. Like you can zoom in and zoom out and see the character because they look super cool and the weapons." And we did that, but for some reason, everyone would just like zoom into the butts of the characters, and I was like, why is everyone? Maybe it's because in the center of the screen.
Why am I
don't know.
not surprised?
So that's why some people internally started calling it the butt viewer, right? Visor de culos would translate something like butt viewer.
The butt viewer.
But that's super unfair. It was just the character viewer. But that's,
Well,
I don't know.
Now is the butt viewer, and we somehow use it to create videos, GIFs, and whole lots of assets.
Yeah, a lot of trailers I just see sometimes before.
Don't look. Don't look at this. Like this is just the bug we have for testing. But that was a good question, a fair question. Everyone, just this is a visor de culos. This is a butt viewer. And here it's quite.
It's so unfair.
No, here is quite variable.
You can.
But if you get to this man, the things get complicated. Or really more visual.
Why are we doing this?
Why not? This is the true nature of the bad view. Yeah, I'm just not happy
I think this
about
is
it.
your true nature. Not the bad viewer's true nature, but your nature.
Well, did I invented the bad viewer? Because you are the father of the bad viewer.
I'm one of the fathers. But it's not a bad viewer. It really pisses me off. It's just a viewer. I don't know. Well,
not anymore.
But besides, should we showcase some of the features during a match?
Of course.
Like maybe some toxin or some Faust evil seal or something like that. That's super flashy. And
we're not going to play with the karma because it's not been tested properly. So we will be trying the pepper pot with the new configuration we created. As you can see in modifiers install, you can have a list of the modifiers you have in your gun. And there in point design, you get to see the basic features you have and also the advanced features.
That's super cool because maybe you forgot how you crafted your weapon. Which mods did I use? Okay, so then you have like this thing over here that you can check and also like tell your friends, I use this mod for this weapon and this other one and this other one, and this will give you a super cool toxin bonus,
It's about beer here.
Or whatever.
Okay. We have to say, in order for me not to forget, there are some blueprints in the codes we are introducing. Yeah, and one is the weapon I really use all the time. That is the Smoking Daisy. You wanna be smoking in the Broken Planet?
In the Daisy Planet? Well, it's your lucky day.
In the Daisy Planet? We should create is the Broken Planet, and next to it is like
the fixed planet. It's not broken anymore, right?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That was really
I tried
bad.
to have a normal conversation, but I totally failed.
No, it's okay.
So what are we doing now, Laura?
What we are doing now is just to get in the game with the Pepperpot from... Okay. We will get into a solo game and we will try some of the advanced features we installed, which I don't remember. Okay, Toxin and Faust.
We have a lot of Toxin and a little bit of Faust.
Yeah, Toxin as my brain. That is somehow having a strike today.
I agree. I said nothing. Did you hear anything?
You said you agree.
It wasn't me.
You're so mean. I'm going to drink now.
Okay, me too.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't deserve it.
Why?
boss is General Marmalade. According to Alicia, the General is accumulating vast
Done.
amounts of Alex.
Okay,
Okay.
let's
So,
just go
yeah.
straight to it.
This is toxin and frost, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that you guys have already saw a little bit of toxin and frost, but let's see how these changes really apply. You will appreciate the quantity of toxic you apply to the enemies,
Yeah.
because we have now how many? In game, just in case, as myself, that you forgot how many advanced features or basic features you have in your weapon, you have a little square there for you to see it. So we have 10 to 10 toxin and we have 1 to 10 frost.
That's totally right.
Um,
Okay. So wow, that that was powerful. that was not what we were trying to do, but
No.
still really cool. Okay, this is the toxin going in, right?
yeah.
It's just like a delayed damage that takes, each second or so it keeps dealing damage for an amount of seconds, and the amount of seconds depends on the amount of points that you. Wow.
You die.
Okay, and since you performed a kill, this is our first seal here.
So as you guys know, we show you in the last streamings, when you killed an enemy by shooting at it, a little seal is created. Okay, the seal reduces your life to 1, so it makes you really vulnerable, but it also increases your attack power. Let's kill some John Doe here. Okay, come on, there you go.
So now if you stay here, you are super vulnerable. Like take cover, for instance. You can take cover now, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe not. And then you can deal a lot more of damage, right? Like
Wow.
as you can see, you made like this extra damage. The purple one that we saw, that was the extra damage, so that you know the amount. And of course, the amount varies depending on the amount of forge points that you put into that feature.
And I think one important thing the people should know about the seal is that it somehow comes to you when you are wounded, when you are hurt. So if this random dude just,
Yeah.
as you have seen it, yeah,
If you get
Perfect timing.
downed, then it just disappears. And in the
Perfect
same
timing.
fashion, if you're downed and you kill someone with your gun, it won't appear. That's the thing. And if you kill someone by using melee attacks, it won't appear either. It's a gun thing.
Nope.
It's
Of course, it's forged in your weapon, so
That's
it
totally true.
doesn't apply to your
we
melee
are seeing
strikes.
the 100-meter radar too. I didn't notice. Yeah, someone's coming from your back. By the way,
Okay.
as you can see, this is super useful now. Levels such as this one, in which everything's like a circle, like a huge circle, you can totally see. Oh, someone's approaching. So
Who is approaching?
there's no more jump scares as they used to be before.
Well,
you know.
there is gonna be some surprises, but it's not going to be that hard to avoid them. You have 102 meters of radar.
This is the maximum, by the way. Like, and all
Yeah.
characters have the same radius when it comes to the radar. So it's not like a Lycus thing. You can totally change it the way you want.
You just add points to Bounty Hunter and enjoy. So we can be cultists now.
I guess so, right? This is a really evil-looking seal, a really evil spell because it takes your life away. Right?
I mean, yeah. Why don't we create a cult? This is awesome. This is the chance I was waiting for you to create a cult, the Spacelords cult.
Yeah.
And we can adore something that you want. What do you want to adore? Aleph. There you go. We can adore Aleph.
Sure. I'm pretty sure you've been waiting for years for a chance like this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Actually, it's true. Like, one of my biggest dreams is to create a cult.
So there are so many different questions here that we're getting right now. Does Hive have toxin? I don't have that information right now with me, but we can check it in the menu, or do you know?
I do know, and Hive has toxin.
Okay, maybe in some of the weapons, right? Because we have to clarify, not all weapons have the same 4 features.
No, it's
There-
not for the players. It's just mods, that advanced features that will fix that. That would be good for that weapon.
That's the
So
thing.
it's not Hive. Hive is going to have, of course, poison, but in certain weapons, not in every weapon.
And I think the same goes for all characters. Like, depending on how each weapon behaves, some advanced features are on it, some advanced features aren't on it. So it's your choices to either to assign points to those or not.
Yeah.
Spacelords here, hey, Spacelords is asking,
Hello.
does toxin work on bosses? Yes,
He does.
it works on everything.
Yeah, and it's really
Right?
it is. Yeah.
It pretty much works on anything that you can shoot at.
Oh.
And another really good question: can you heal yourself while being in the seal?
Yes.
Yes.
You can. Yes, you can, but it will decrease to 1
Yeah.
and 1. I mean, you can, but it's not that useful.
Maybe some extreme kind
Yeah.
of play, like you're maybe using. I don't know
Yeah.
whether Hive has Faust, but maybe if you can overheal and get
Yes.
inside a little bit and then maybe
Yes.
shoot, because you don't have to remain on the inside. You, as long as when you deal the damage you're on the inside, you can keep, like coming, getting in and out of it. So, but yeah, you can totally heal on the inside. The cup is already a cult, isn't it? Yeah, for so many people, this cup is worth millions of dollars actually. Whenever I want to retire, I'll be selling this to the Spacelords community.
Will you? Maybe I can.
I will.
I can buy it for you.
But
From
you don't have millions of dollars, sorry.
No, but you will.
Maybe
just.
you do, and I don't know.
No, you will just.
I'm just guessing.
No, just give it as a gift to me. Right?
So, Sarah.
So I can sell it for millions of dollars.
That's a really great idea.
I know.
So, Sarah Lam asks us, does the first circle or seal appear only from shot kills?
We're going to lose.
Totally right.
We're going to
Only
lose.
from shot kills. Yeah, but we got
It's okay.
distracted.
Yeah, I got distracted.
Is Toxin able to deal damage to boss's shields?
Yes.
Yes, it damages everything. Toxin is
Everything.
so lethal. You
And
cannot run from the Toxin. I mean, you can, but
You can. I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking that it would somehow affect the damage, but with the advanced features, we have reviewed the damage, and we always will be getting data from it, so it won't be that bothersome. You know what I mean? Did I explain myself?
I kind
somehow?
of got it. Yeah, where you
Okay.
were going. Yeah, it was the boss question thing. Yeah.
Spacelords.
Spacelords is asking. Yeah.
Do toxin takes overlap? Let's say I shot a ground 10 times. Will toxin tick 10 times in 1 second? No. No, not at all. Why? Because that wouldn't be fair. Simply and plain, that wouldn't be fair. So if you shoot a person, you can get the basic damage to do with the weapon, but you do not accumulate those toxin ticks. That's
Okay.
the point.
Anyways, I'll be double checking this, and just in case we have some more extra info that we can give you on Toxin, and I will check it. And if there's something interesting for me to say, I will post it in the forums, right? Because I'll be checking. We have two similar things, not super similar, but there's Toxin and this other one that behaves in a similar manner. So I wanna check it. And if there's something extra that I can explain to you guys, because right now I don't have like all the info with me, I will write it on a post on the official forums.
So, guys, it's time for us to go, and it's been a
Already?
great streaming. Yeah, we really had fun in being here with you, and we have to announce that this January, these really nice things are coming to you as a present, as a Christmas present. Well, before Christmas present.
It's
Before Christmas.
after Christmas.
We're
present.
we're gonna be lazy Santa Clauses, and we're going to bring this to you.
Not
so-
lazy, just a little bit late, but not lazy. Just
No,
late
no, no.
Santa Claus, you know.
Not that we are lazy.
But
that Santa Claus is
that's
lazy.
a nice surprise because you think you already got everything for Christmas,
But
and
no.
then suddenly the Epic
We
Forge
have-
comes at you like
We have a gift
right in
for
your
you.
face. So yeah,
So guys, it's been a really good time. And remember, the update is going to be out the 13th of January. So see you on the Broken Planet.